Well, hi everybody. It's Leanne Greff with today's live video, a free class I do every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. Oh, I have two great fun folds for you today, and they both feature the season of green and gold specialty paper. So it is gorgeous, and I know some people love gold accents, and of course you can do this for holidays or not. It's quite versatile. So let's get started. I will sync up my laptop and so I can watch comments as best as I can. Sometimes I get so into my stamping, get a little distracted. Okay, all right, we are here. And Jean, first one on. Thank you, Jean. And so what I have here, I'll just talk about this a little bit, are the two new kits that are available on our kit collection online store. So one is a set of Christmas ornaments. They are just gorgeous. I had to get them right away. Uh, they look really fun. I love to give ornaments for Christmas and add on a little something to their package too. So you can do that one of two ways as a gift, as a kit, actually three ways. Give them the kit or add it on to a present. So yeah, and then there is this card keeper kit. We've done these in the past, but it's been a little bit. So you get this box with categories for your cards and not 10 full-size cards. So there's two designs, but many different greetings. And this one does not include a stamp set. They are pre-printed greetings. And so that is really fun to just add and then put your cards in the box. This would be a fantastic gift for somebody for either the holidays, somebody who likes to give cards but maybe isn't too crafty. Everything is included. These are all-inclusive kits. Now this one, they do mention you may need a hot glue gun. You can use adhesives, but I think for the best stick, you may want to use hot glue. So I expect these to run out, kind of like our Halloween kit did. When there's something is very popular, it tends to run out. They will order more, but will they be here in time for the holidays? I don't know. So if you like them, don't wait. Don't wait. Get them as soon as you can. I'm going to go over the inventory status report really quick. So it's pretty small. There are some 5 different embellishments, one linen thread. Otherwise, these are embellishments. This is a designer paper. Should be back any day now, and the cards and envelopes a few more weeks. One stamp set from the holiday catalog called Shepherd's Care. It should say care, not card. I tend to do that a lot, and I'll show you which one that is. It's because it's so pretty. Right here, this one right here. So yeah, gorgeous set. So that one will be back within a few weeks, they say. Now I did include a few things that are in low inventory. These are all embossing folders. Just so you know, this one has been out of stock often. Cute Crochet is not due in until the end of the month. And any day now, the Changing Leaves Hybrid Embossing Folder, which I'm using today on one of my projects. So that's the inventory status report. I do want to draw your attention to this little graphic here. They just showed us these kits for Paper Pumpkin. So I'll be talking about the October one in a minute. The November one is stockings and tags. December, all they're giving us is include scalloped card bases. So they kind of give a color scheme, a few embellishments, or a picture of part of a card. They just give you a little sneak peek. We usually get more on the 10th or the 11th of each month. So, but it really does help to follow Stampin' Up's Paper Pumpkin Facebook page. They do a really good job of marketing things. So here is the upcoming, most recent Paper Pumpkin kit, and it's called Holiday Greetings, and it features the Nests of Winter Sweet. It's 10 cards, 5 each of 2 designs, and they're trifold cards. They have green foil specialty accents, and there's you can get your first Paper Pumpkin subscription at 40% off. So instead of $25, you will get it at 40% off, but you have to be a new subscriber or use a new email. So that's what it is. And you have to use the code HOLIDAY40 when you're signing up, and it's seen at paperpumpkin.com. So this starts tomorrow on the 11th, and it goes through October 10th in order to get that 40% off your first kit. Now there are 3 new dies coming out tomorrow as well. They coordinate with each kit. One is a leaf, kind of a ferny leaf, and the other one is a Mary die cut word, and this one is a tag. So those are the new set of dies. They're usually $12, but that's coming out tomorrow. It's called the Coordinating Add-on for the next 3 months of kits. So those have been very popular with my customers, especially the Paper Pumpkin ones, because you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber in order to get the add-ons. And I'm assuming they will be coming out with a coordinating set of cards and envelopes in the next month or so. As well, they do that every year for Christmas, just so we can make easy, fast Christmas cards. So that's the Paper Pumpkin news. I do still have a few openings for my holiday catalog designer paper share. Now it's $26.50 for locals and $32.50 for long distance customers, and that includes first class shipping. So let me know if you want to share. You get 68 sheets, and that's every single designer paper in the holiday catalog except, I'll show you which one I'm accepting because I think it's just too hard to divide. And that is this one right here, a little bit festive. It has a bunch of die cut pieces and then just a few sheets of designer paper. So I just didn't want to fiddle with all those pre-cut pieces. So that's the only one. Otherwise, everything in here is included in this designer paper share. So let me know if you want a share of that so you get a sample of all of the papers. So last part of the promotion in news is the scrapbooking brochure, which came out last week. So if you're a scrapbooker, you may be interested. We now have 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock in, I think, 5 or 6 colors. We have workshop kits that include 12 by 12, pre-cut die cuts, and designer paper. So there's four different ones. There's a reindeer. There is, I went over this a few weeks ago. There's a snow day. Now this is the same designer paper that is in our holiday catalog, but they add on the cardstock and the sticker sheet. So, and then there's also add-on stamp sets. So there's a lot in this scrapbooking brochure that other people may want. This is our Halloween offering. New designer paper. This is a scrapbook kit. And they actually show all the layouts, so it's really easy scrapbooking. So here is the individual items listed, and that is what the Halloween paper looks like. The new stamp set, the designer paper and the sticker sheet art come in one, or I think you can just get the designer paper only, and the coordinating 12 by 12. Then there's an autumn to remember. Now this designer paper is new. This is not from any catalog yet, brand new, but there's also it looks like wood sticker sheet, and of course designer paper and cardstock. So here is a sneak peek of the designer paper, some basic prints, and then a few more graphics, and a beautiful stamp set that looks so pretty. So those, you don't miss our online items. There's so much to see in the online store. It just means they're available online, just like if you would go to Amazon or something like that. Okay, so last week's door prize was the drawings included the champagne rhinestones, basic jewels, and 4 fun fold cards. So these are from swaps that I was in, and the winners are, and they already know, I don't know if they're watching today, but Joan Sheffy and Elizabeth Merkel. Joan won the gems and Elizabeth won the 4 cards. So I'll be sending them to them. Thank you so much for sharing and commenting and watching my videos. I really appreciate that. And if you enjoy my videos, I would love it if you would share with your stamping friends or put it on your Facebook page, one of those two things, so I can increase my subscribers and my watchers. So today we have a package of regular Stampin' Dimensionals and the Lasting Joy stamp set. Now this is a retired stamp set, but it's so pretty. It's got a few little florals and then lots of greetings that you can kind of mix and match and put together. So yeah, some really pretty greetings. So anyway, so comment or share to be in on the drawing for next week. I appreciate the support from all of you. Let's see, did I share everything? I think so. Okay, so I mentioned in the beginning, this is my focus today, the Season of Green and Gold Specialty Designer Paper. So my first card will be kind of one I haven't made yet. I just have a sample. I received this card from my friend Susie Wood. If you want to follow somebody who does a lot of fun fold cards, I would suggest you follow her on her blog, Stamp with Susie. So you can just Google it and find her blog. She posts every day and she gives dimensions and lots of great pictures. So she is my best stamping friend, and we share a lot of swaps and ideas. And our business models are very similar. I do a little bit more online than she does. She has big classes that she does locally in Iowa. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Now, I did not make a sample. I'm not using this designer paper or the stamp set or anything that well, a little bit of what she used. But I decided to start with something new, and I haven't made a sample yet. So for this layout, this fun fold, I'm calling it a diamond gatefold card. So, because it opens like a gate and it seems like a diamond, right? So you need, and the free project sheet will be posted next week, Monday or Tuesday. So you need a 12-inch by 5 1/4 tall, because remember it's on a card base. So 5 1/4, and then you score it at 2, 4, 8, 10, or 2, 4, flip it, 2, 4. Okay. Then these ends get folded to the score line. Now you do not need to measure these, although I did find out it's about 2 inches. So you just simply do that. So let's do that with our paper. So I decided to use this pattern right here. And I'm going to bring in my preferred method of scoring is my scoring board. I use this more often than I do my paper trimmer. That works fine too. Now you get a stylus with this, and there is a fine tip and a wide tip. On designer paper, you will always use the wide tip, because the fine tip can, I'm going to just flip this, can cut right through your designer paper because it's thinner than cardstock. So cardstock, I use the fine end, designer paper, the wide end. Okay, all right, so that's what we have for our designer paper. Now I know that this is my center, so I'm going to fold on there. Now remember, I haven't made this card before. I didn't want to waste any more of this pretty paper, so I only wanted to make one. I'm just going to make sure my layers are even. Okay, so this is going to go back. I'm kind of looking at her card as I do this. Okay, and then this will go back. So I think this is what I want to do. May want to flip it around. Because then the inside, yeah, actually I do have to flip it around. So we'll see. You never know. Yeah, I think that's what I want. And those will be folded. I'm not sure which one you see more of. On this, it seems like you see more of the other. So one thing I did do, and I've debated, I was holding it up in the light. So this is almost more of a vanilla than it is a white, but I think, gosh, no, I don't know. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right. So I was just a little worried about my vanilla. So here we go. Sorry for my hesitancy. So now I'm just going to find that corner and line that up and press. Okay, so find the corner. It should be even. Yeah. Okay. So I don't think you need to measure. Besides, it would probably be hard to find the correct score line. And designer paper is fairly easy to fold and score. So this one seems a little bit taller. Oh well, it gets covered, as you'll see. Okay, all right, so there's our card base. Now I decided now on this color, there is both olive and garden green. And I thought the garden green was a little more prevalent. So that's what I'm going to do. So we will I'm gonna just add it here. Move that little blob toward the middle a little bit so it doesn't squeeze out. Make sure that my paper is running the correct way. Oh, and I just put my hand in the glue right there. No, I shouldn't have done it on that side. I was just going to wipe off the glue right on there, but I'll use an adhesive eraser to get that off later. Okay, so there's our card base. This will go on the inside, but I have a plan for that. Now for the diamond part, she used, I think I got it out here. Yeah, the Stylish Shapes dies. So it's the largest square. And for this piece, this is, let's see, what's the name? Peaceful Season die. Isn't that pretty? So those are going to be layered together. But first, I have a circle. Now, my whole purpose for this card, besides showing you this fun fold, and I'm deciding on my size circles. These are a 2-inch circle punch. It's a little smaller than the white layer, the Stylish Shapes piece. So I kind of like the stitching. It kind of matches that. It does cover up just a little, but my purpose for this card, besides showing you this fold, is to make a wedding card for my son. He's getting married next week. Finally, I've been waiting for them to set a date for like 2 years. We're going to Wyoming for a destination wedding, and I will not be live next week because we will be in beautiful Wyoming in the Grand Tetons. So I'm super excited about that. I can't wait, although we've heard the weather may not be so good. So, and my son's fiance loves the mountains and wanted mountain pictures for her wedding. That's the whole purpose of going to the Grand Tetons. And now it's supposed to be rainy and cold with a high of 60. Like, oh my goodness. So I'm hoping the weather will change by the time we go. So I chose, let's see, something fancy. Here's to beautiful beginnings and happily ever afters. I thought that was so perfect for their wedding. So move that over there. And on the inside, I decided to do just a simple congratulations. And that is from the Everyday Greetings. Okay. So what's nice is that this has some cursive, and so does this one. Okay, and now I can put the ink away. So I have, I was looking at leaf dies because you see that she has this one right here. And I found that's this one right here, and that is out of the Delicate Forest dies. Oh, I have the dies over there. But then I saw these curvy kind of leaves with a hill, and I thought, what would that look like in here? I think that's going to be really pretty. And then I was doing some gold because there's gold on here, and I thought I may just add a hint of gold inside to make it extra snazzy. Okay, so to put this on, I made it a little longer than the inside, which is, oh, I suppose I should put a little bit up here, but I don't want much because I want that gold in there. So I'm not going to press that. Well, I'm gonna try putting this in the right spot. Just a hint of glue. Okay. Okay. All right, and then simply trim off the excess. It's always better to have too much and trim rather than be a little short. Okay, that's my inside. And I'm okay with the white versus vanilla. People are doing that more and more, combining their neutrals. Okay, oh, I have some sticky hands. All right, so a little surprise inside. Now I want to glue our greeting, and this is going to go north and south like that. So we'll get this as even as we can. Circles on angles are always kind of tricky. Okay, now we're going to add dimensionals because we can. I'm just going to add 3. So if you're just joining me, know that next week there will not be a live video because I will be away at my son's wedding in Wyoming. So that's what this card is for. Okay, well, we're getting close. Isn't that beautiful? Almost edge to edge with that diamond. Now you only want to adhere it to this side. Oh, I did forget. We're going to adhere these down, these corner pieces, because otherwise it just flips a little bit too much. I'm going to turn that over. So I'll be posting the template, the free project sheet for this next week, Monday or Tuesday. And if you're not familiar with my blog, it's flowerbug.net. Okay, so I'm going to go mostly on the outside corner here. Press the card down, get my points on the center line. Okay, now I did grab, because I've got gold going on. We don't have a lot of gold ribbons, but we do have this one. This one we have in the annual catalog, and it's called, I think, Gold and Silver Trim. So it's a combination pack. Just going to do a quick little bow. Okay, and that will go here. And then we want to add, like Susie did, I like that little something that kind of anchors the bow. Something to anchor the bow. And I'm going to use a glue dot for both. Oh, stuck to my nail. And I want that to kind of hover slightly over. Oh, that stuck pretty well. Slightly hover over the greeting, but not obscure the words. There we go. And I could add gems. I might add gems, but I don't know. She did on her corners here. She used the ones that went with the Regal Winter. I forget what they're called. But how different is that? Very different. Let's see what we think about gems. I've got out the adhesive backed, let's see, metallic gems here. We'll see. I think I'll like them. Yep, I think that's just fine. You can do over the top cards with weddings, right? This is our take your pick tool, and there is a putty end. I love it for gems. And this end is either a spatula, and this is for removing, or lifting, and this is a poker end for either tools or gems or whatever. So then you just twist it on. Okay, all right, I think that's it. So green and gold or pretty floral. Yeah, I really like it. Check, one thing done before the wedding. I found a few gifts for them yesterday when I was out shopping, so getting closer. And my dress. Kind of had a backup, but I did find one I liked. So, except it's going to be chilly in Wyoming next week. So they say. All right, so that's the first card. I have one more featuring this same designer paper. I'm going to pack up some of my products. So yeah, this will be on my blog next week. You'll get the tutorial and the measurements and whatnot for that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I love it. And they both love green. My daughter and my future daughter-in-law told me her favorite color is green. So this worked out perfectly. Okay, so next, our next card will highlight the Changing Leaves bundle. And that comes with a set of dies and a hybrid embossing folder. So this embossing folder is very unique in that you actually put the die in the embossing folder. You nestle it right in on one side. In this case, it's on the side with the label. Then you lay your cardstock over it, close it, and run it through. It's crazy. It's crazy how it doesn't cut. You can see that because I did like 40 some of them, I did get a little bit of green in the layers, but that does come out with a strong brush and water. Just soak it and then brush it, so that will come out. But that's how you get the leaves. You can die cut and emboss at the same time. So lots of different techniques we've done with that. Okay, so here is the card I'm doing, and this actually is another case of my friend Susie Wood, who sends me swaps. We both like to swap with each other. So this is a simple Dutch door card, and I know I've done a few of these in the past, but there's a few techniques here that I want to share. So I did cut this rectangle out using the deckled rectangle dies. It works perfectly. This is Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. So now I am going to sponge on a few of these pieces and using our blending brush. I shouldn't say sponge, it's more blending. So I will move that up. When you're doing this, I'm actually going to flip over, instead of getting my grid paper a little bit dirty, I will work on the back of a piece of scrap paper or one of my brochures or papers, and just get the edges. Just start to show that pretty. Now I could do more in the middle. It's totally up to you. I just want to highlight that. So that'll go on there. And now for the leaf. You can kind of see there's a little bit of color on the leaf. I'm going to do a lot more this time and try something new and do kind of a depth of color in the center and see how we like it kind of working its way out. I saw some other colored leaves with this, and they were white and they added ink, but I think this will be really pretty. And then going out into the leaves a little bit more, but really nice and dark in here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so while I have this here, one more little technique, and that is I used Wink of Stella on some of these items. And in order to wink them easily, uh-oh, did I take it out of here? No, here it is. I use it on a scrap of paper because I want to cover the whole thing. And you don't want to get the rest of my card to fall. Now, Wink of Stella is so subtle. It's almost like, oh, is that glitter on there? You know, you almost have to look closely in order to find it. It's so subtle. Now, we used to carry glitter. Remember Dazzling Diamonds? Anybody remember that? You've been here long enough? Oh, so beautiful. Every year, I hope we get some glitter back for Christmas because that's when I tend to use it a lot. So I'm going to add a little touch in the center and just kind of do some pretending of some veins in my leaf. And it's more of a, oh, is that shiny in there? It's so subtle. Um, for those who do not like glitter, this is the perfect solution because you don't get it all over your house. I have one customer who said, "Oh, my husband won't let me bring any glitter in the house. Nope, he will not have glitter." So for some guys who are or maybe women too, that are very anti-glitter. Okay, so I believe this is 2¼ by 11, if I remember right. And that, like I said, I've done a card similar to this using this designer paper and probably colors too, but not with the Changing Leaves bundle. This card is one we made at my card clubs in, let's see, August. Okay, so, I am going to stamp the edge. Did I show you the inside? So that we're using the leaf that's in the bundle or the stamp set. And it's fun to color it this way. You ink it in olive. And then I use my blends markers and just color. I'm going to use the big tip, I guess. Color every other leaf. Or, I don't know about leaf. Part of the leaf. So just get a little creative and have fun with it. Don't think too hard about which one. It's not going to be a perfect thing, but it's really fun to do. And just picking and choosing. It's always fun to color with blends. Okay, see, you can't tell if I missed any or skipped any or were imperfect at all. Just a fun addition. And you could add Wink of Stella or a coordinating color to the other part of the leaf, but I kind of like it this way. Okay, we'll add our designer paper, and this is the same Season of Green and Gold. It's always a hard choice trying to decide, oh, do I want the gold side? But that gingham is really pretty. Okay, while I have my stamp set out on this side, this one is different than that one, and see if I can get it straight. You're amazing in every single way. Very nice. That is all part of the set. So, and then on the inside, oh, did I take that thank you away? Yes, I did. I had a thank you out from the set that I could have added right here. But, well, I guess I'm not using it. All right, so let's put this card together. Now, this will be another free project sheet I will share next week on my blog at florabug.net. So remember, there's a subscribing option. If you want to subscribe to my blog, you can do that. It's on the right-hand column, there's an option. It says get email updates, and that's the subscribing option. And I post Monday through Friday between updates, and I'm just going to kind of test out where I want things. This doesn't show up as well since I added such dark color on there, but I'm still okay with it. And then this will be over here. So I like to cover up my stems for some reason. I don't know why, but let's see. We have to be careful we don't go outside the lift here. So I'm just going to leave that there and kind of fold up. Oh, hopefully I didn't get outside there. Okay. And it's always hard to do. I could have used the adhesive sheets. I always forget. I'm pretty comfortable with glue, so that's probably why I forget. I know some people have trouble getting too much glue, but I use the tip to kind of spread the glue. That Wink of Stella kind of brings some lightness to this. Okay, so now this will be popped up with dimensionals. Just do 2. Okay, there we go. And gems, I forgot to bring out, so I can't add the gems. But isn't that a pretty card? Love it. So yeah, here's one with the gems, with the gingham that I made earlier. But this one I did not sponge. So this one I did a heavier sponging. I do like the depth of color that I get from the deeper sponging on there. Okay, all right, that is it for today's video. And yeah, don't forget, if you want to order anything, my link to my store is Shop with Leanne. There's my host codes. My blog is here, and here's where you can order either my glue stands or my tutorials and my kits to go, which one of them does include this beautiful paper. So you get a half a pack of this paper, 6 by 12, and a bunch of other product plus 10 pre-cut cards. I have 2 new kits every month, all shown on flowerbug.net. I'm sorry, no, flowerbugshop.com. So many links. This is where the kits and tutorials are. All right, thank you so much. Remember, I will not be live next week, Tuesday. I will be at my son's wedding. So yeah, very excited. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Okay, bye-bye.